Greetings from the Arcturians and Arcturian 144 here, and greetings from God, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, all of the archangels, male archangels and female archangels. Greetings from Commander Ashtar of Ashtar Command or Ashtar Galactic Command and Jupiter Command and all the other galactics in the Milky Way galaxy, and also in our sister galaxy, Andromeda. I'm getting a message for the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, from the Arcturians and from God and everyone else that I just mentioned. Now, the Arcturians have been asking me to call in Governor Newsom because he needs to be watching me, watching us, watching our channel, because he is also an Arcturian and part of the 144,000 mentioned in the Bible. But now I'm getting more on it in terms of why Governor Newsom needs to be watching me and needs to be watching us. Now, there's a few American politicians watching me other than President Trump. And I'm also getting Ben from Midas Touch News Network watching me now too. And I remember that Ben had Governor Newsom on Midas Touch for an interview recently. So Ben actually has contact for Governor Newsom, or even Ben could forward this message to Governor Newsom. But also the few American politicians who are watching me other than President Trump can also forward this message to Governor Newsom, because he needs this message and he needs it as soon as possible, as soon as I post this video, basically. Governor Newsom, if this message reaches you, and I hope it does, I hope one of these people that I've mentioned will forward this message to you, will get this message to you somehow, some way. Please come onto our channel and please start watching us, because we have messages for you. We have warning messages for you, because President Trump is planning against you. He wants to overthrow you from the seat of governor, because he wants to take over your state, the state of California, United States, just like he wants to take over Washington, D.C., which I have already mentioned and have given a warning about in a previous video recently. So President Trump wants to overthrow you as a governor, and he wants to take over the state of California as well as Washington, D.C. Why? Because, as I've already said, because I've already given a warning about this as well, that President Trump is planning a military coup for midterms next year. So, creating civil unrest in Washington, D.C. and California. And we know that President Trump is already creating a lot of civil unrest in California regarding the immigration arrests through ICE, etc., and of course the involvement of the National Guard and Marines. And he's doing the same with Washington, D.C. now too, though the excuse with Washington, D.C. is the increase in crime rate there, which I've already said that it's a lie. That's just a tactic, just like, the immigration thing in California is a tactic too, to create civil unrest in California. And he wants to create civil unrest in Washington, D.C. too, because that will help him take over California and Washington, D.C. He's planning something with that. And he's not just planning, obviously, because he's implementing it as well. And that's why we're seeing all the civil unrest happening in the state of California and in Washington, D.C., because of what he's already done and doing. And he's doing all this, and he's creating all this civil unrest because he's setting the stage for that military coup for midterms next year, 2026, November 2026. Because that is still in the plans. And I'm also getting that President Trump is having the same mindset and thoughts that he was having about me. And that's why he sabotaged my channel here, just like the former president, Joe Biden. But President Trump is having the same mindset and thoughts that he was having about me, in terms of when I shared here in a previous video that President Trump was thinking that, oh, he has the authority to destroy me, because I've been exposing President Trump here on my channel too, just like I was exposing the former president, Joe Biden, before that. And of course, also, I prophesied that Joe Biden will be overthrown, and that's exactly what ended up happening with Joe Biden. But anyway, so President Trump was thinking, and of course I was picking up on his thoughts telepathically, that he has the authority to destroy me. And he has the same thought process going on against Governor Newsom. He's thinking that he has the authority to destroy and overthrow Governor Newsom as well. And that's what he's planning to do. And that's why he's creating all this civil unrest in California. And of course, also because he's planning to go for a military coup for midterms next year. It's all part of it. It's all part of the plan. And of course, he's planning to use his executive powers for this. to do this, even to overthrow Governor Newsom now. Yeah. So please, one of you that I've already mentioned in this video earlier, please forward and share this video message with Governor Newsom, because he needs to know this. He needs to know the conspiracy that is going on against him and or that's being planned against him. He needs this message. He needs to know this. And he needs to know this now, as soon as possible. So please forward and share this message with Governor Newsom as soon as possible. And please bring him onto our channel. Bring Governor Newsom onto our channel. He needs to be watching us. He needs to be watching me for any future messages that could come up for him. Right, I'm going to leave this message here. Take care, stay safe, over and out.